Hello, good evening. Here is this character, and I would like to demonstrate by using this character how easy it is to actually create some animations. And I would like to demonstrate the workflow that I think is very efficient. I'm using here 3 Blender add-ons for the animation, and that is AutoRig Pro. It's FaceIt Blender add-on, and it's Animation Layer Blender add-on. Let's have a look first of all on the AutoRig Pro, which is we go into the web and have a look on AutoRig Pro. It is a Blender add-on that makes the rigging and skinning of any kind of character. It can be animals, it can be humans, etc. It makes it, you can have this smart feature here with just putting these dots at the correct places, and then it creates a reference rig, and then from that one you can do some tweaking, and then you can generate the control rig. And then the skin is working out very well, and then you can see here that you can import some animations from, for instance, a site like Mixamo, and then you can do a remap in a very easy way, and then you can export things to different game engines, etc. And my use of AutoRig Pro is for the animation of the whole character. It's both the body, but it's also the face, and with the expressions that I want to create. The other add-on, FaceIt is more an add-on that I use for the lip sync and creating the expressions that I have recorded on my iPhone using an app called LiveLink Face. So I have exported the audio and video file and the CSV file to my computer, and then if I import that data to the FaceIt add-on and I have set up my character so it's using ARKit standard, so to speak, where you have 52 blend shapes that are shape keys. Blend shapes and shape keys are the same thing. So with 52 shape keys you can create any kind of facial expression, as you can see here. So you have this is a standard that you sort of follow. So for instance, when it comes to eye blink left, if the value of the parameter eye blink left is 1, then you have a total blink, so to speak. If you have yaw open, it can look like this. And if you then combine all these different blend shapes, then you can imagine that you can recreate a facial expression and recreate the lip sync from a recording. And that is what I will demonstrate here. And then I'm using the third Blender add-on that I'm using is the animation layer, which makes it very simple to tweak the animations. The NLA is a good editor, but I think that it's not so easy to understand, and I think that the animation layer makes it much more simple. So I would like to demonstrate that also. So let's have a look first on the AutoRig Pro rig. I disable the FaceIt rig from the viewport, and let's just have a brief look on the ARP rig. I can do it like this. Now I can see that I have subdivision on my character, so I need to first of all disable that so that it goes faster. So now you can see here that I have IK control for my bones. You can have the FK control for the arms. I can choose on the tools here, I can switch it to IK. So now it's IK. I can rotate this hand like this. I can go in and tweak the bending of the fingers like this. pushing S, and then I can create this bending. Shoulders, I can do like this. I can do some dancing here with the shoulders. I can rotate like this. If we go into the facial controls, I can do a blink. I can rise, I can change the eyes. I can rise on the eyebrows. I can change the expression of the eyebrows, having more angry look, and then I can open the mouth, and I can maybe create a evil smile. Maybe I can change the ears. You can do a lot. I can create all the expressions that I actually want. I reset everything, and then we have a look on the FaceIt rig. This one is then, it's not a bone-based rig. These are controls for blend shapes, and you can see these blend shapes here. So we have 52 blend shapes, and if you combine this, then you can recreate any kind of expression, or many types of expressions, I would like to say. Let's have a look on this rig here. Open mouth, smile, blink, like this. You can do like this. You can do a sneer control. You can have control of the eyebrow. You have, if I reset everything, and some controls that are important for the lip sync is mouth pucker. Looking good, I would say. Mouth funnel. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Very, very good. We reset everything. We are satisfied with this. I can just demonstrate the tongue, that it goes out there, the cheek puff. Maybe you have the eyes like this, eye left, eye right. I reset everything. So that was the two main rigs that I'm using. I will first create the walk cycle by doing retargeting from a Mixamo rig and animation. Then I will put on some speech showing the perfect lip sync from my iPhone recording, and then I will do some tweaking with animation layers, just to show you how easy it is to do good animations with some good tools. So then for now we disable the FaceIt rig from the viewport, and we go into the ARP rig. First of all, we need to go into ARP, and here you can see that we have a tool called remap, and that one needs a source armature, and that is we need to do an import of the Mixamo happy walk cycle. Now that is done, I put it aside a bit, and then having that as a source armature, and then I go to the ARP armature and choose that as a target armature. I have hips and root master connected, and I set them as root. I'm doing auto scale. I go to import and choose Mixamo FK arms and IK legs, because that is the best one I know about. And then I do retarget, and pray to God that this works. Something has happened here. It's not the post that we had earlier. So let's go into animation and see what has happened.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I mean, we just need to delete this old shit here. It's working. We can see that the last frame and the first frame, they are exactly the same. So then, if to get a perfect loop, we need to loop it from 1 to 33. 33, I said. Now we have a perfect walk cycle. Isn't that great? We can see here then in the action editor what has happened. We have imported the Mixamo reference animation or action. That is called this one. And then we have the remap action that is the one that is on this character here. We can see though that this one thing that is not looking so good. We have IK controls for these fingers. We need to correct that. So we choose these IK controls and we go into tools and fix it. We put it to FK. So now we have FK control and now the hand should look better. Yes, it is looking just perfect. So now I would like to push it down to the NLA. Now we can see that it's pushed down. I would like to cycle this strip here 20 times. So now it's repeated until 650, but I set the range to 500 because that is enough for my demonstration here. So what happens now if I run this? It's working out well. I would like to bake this one because that is a good practice. So then I choose all bones. I go to edit and bake action. Now it has baked. We push it down to the NLA. Let's check that it's working. Yeah, it's good. I think we can remove the old track here. I delete it so that we only have for the sake of understanding things here. Can I rename it? Yes. I rename it to bake walk. Like that. Okay, so now I would like to add some speech on top of this walk cycle. Then I need to go to the FaceIt rig. So I choose that one instead. And then I go to FaceIt add-on. And then I load in some recordings that I have done on my iPhone. And it's under the 24 file here. First I load the audio, that is the .mov file. Then I import the CSV file, which is just a simple list of 52 parameters with a value from 0 to 1 that will then control the different shape keys. So I import that one also. It should be 24. And then I push import live link face CSV. There are lots of things here that you can change, but I think this is just fine. Push OK. Now it has recreated one more action. You can see here that it's created my Slate 24 iPhone controller here. Let's have a look.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So it has then, if I change the range to 500, it has
1,
on
2,
top of the
3,
walk
4,
cycle, we have
5.
the lip sync. Just as we want. And we can see in the video editing tool that we have this audio file here. So what about if we would like to add one more recording that I have done and add that one a bit later in the sequence? How will that work? Well, then we import one more. It's under 13 in this case. Choose the audio file, the CSV file, corresponding CSV file. Here, like this, and we import it. Now it is a longer sequence, as you see here.
1, 2,
Guess
3,
what?
4, 5.
Now in the video editing, we have two audio files. We need to disable the old one to understand what happens here.
Guess what? I got a fever. And the only prescription is more cowbell.
I mean, it's just perfect lip sync. If we disable the walk cycle for a while,
Guess what? I got a fever. And the only prescription is more cowbell.
I mean, come on, it's damn good, if you ask me. Then we need to move this speech a bit later in the sequence. So then first of all, we push it down to the NLA. Where is it? I'm afraid that the 14, where is that one? We need to push it down also. First of all, we push we move this one to 140, first of all. And then the corresponding video file or audio file should be moved to 140. Then we do that. So, and then we enabled the old one also here. And then we need to make sure that the extrapolation is set to nothing so that they don't interact with each other in any way. Let's have a look.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Guess what? I got a fever. And the only prescription is more cowbell.
Okay, I mean, what can I say? It's amazing. I enable the walk cycle and then then the speech should be on top of the walk cycle.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Guess what? I got a fever. And the only prescription is more cowbell.
That is excellent. So now we need to go into the third Blender add-on, and that is the animation layers. So I think I should select the bakewalk here, and then I should also enable the ARP rig, and then I should go into the animation layer add-on and then turn it on. I remove the NLA, remove NLA tracks. I will not do that, so I push then OK. Let's see what happens now.
One, two, three, four, five.
For some reason it's called action, but it's actually bakewalk. I don't know why it's changed the name there. But the anim layer here is the tweak layer that I put on top of it. I call it head move since I will do a simple head move on top of it. And on first key, on frame 1, I set the start pose for the head. So I push I there, I rotation. Then around here I do some rotation with the head to the camera or to the listeners here. I rotation, and then around here I'm doing, or maybe here I'm doing Alt R going back, and then maybe here I'm doing one more rotation. And then maybe RX, like this. And then put rotation. And then here, I'm going back. Let's see how that works.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Guess what? I got a fever. And the only prescription is more cowbell.
Yeah, works out like a charm. Let's add one more tweak layer with the blinking. Round 25, we do a blinking with the eyes. So first of all we have a start pose. Let's do like this first. Eye location, and then some frames later around here we go down with the eyes and then we blink. Like this. Eye location, and then we go back here and open the eyes Alt G, I, location. Then we have a blink.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes, we have a blink, and then we can duplicate that one with Shift D and put it somewhere here. Let's see what happens.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Guess what?
Okay, so now I would like to add one more final expression to end this up. And then I would like to end up everything with a smile.
Cowbell.
So here the speech has ended. I create one more tweak layer. We can call this smile. And then we go into the ARP rig. We connect these two controls. First of all, we set the start pose, insert location. We add some few frames later so that the smile is pretty fast. And then we go up with a very, very happy smile. Like this. Eye location. And then we, at some time instance here, we maybe go down with a smile to a more normal one with Alt G, eye location. Let's see how it looks.
It is more cowbell.
There it is, the smile. So if we then go to layout 1 and have a final look here on this, we can maybe go into
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Guess what? I got a fever. And the only prescription is more cowbell.
come on, in just some 20 minutes maybe, I have created a perfect walk cycle. I have added 2 perfect lip sync actions, and I have tweaked the animation as I would like to. Just to demonstrate how an animation workflow can look like if you have good add-ons. In this case, it's the AutoRig Pro, FaceIt and Animation Layer add-on. I warmly recommend those Blender add-ons. So that was all for me. Thank you very much.